Hi, Mrs. Adams. Thank you for coming in today. I know that you were the one that referred or sent a referral to me for your son, Christian. Thank you for sending in your consent form. I just want to remind you that the things you tell me today are things that I ask you. They're really just for me to get a better understanding of how Christian's functioning and how his school life and his home life is going. They're really just to help me better assess him for the referral process. Okay?
Okay.
So, do you have you listed a couple in our email. I know we've chatted, but do you have any major concerns about Christian right now?
I do. When he's at home, he's always been pretty aggressive, throwing things at his little brother, throwing things at me. Sometimes I thought that was just kind of a phase that he was going through. I thought that would pass, but I recently have got a couple notes home from his teachers that he's now doing it in school. So that's kind of concerning to me, and I don't know where to go from there.
Yeah, so I heard you said that you have been talking to his teachers, which is really, really good. Have they contacted you, or did you contact them about Christian's behavior in the school?
Yeah, they contacted me. Like I said, he's been aggressive at home, talking back at home, has been acting out at home. Like I said, I thought that was just a phase, but now it's transferred to school, so I didn't know that until their teacher reached out to me.
Right, well, I'm glad that they got brought up, and I'm glad that you were made aware of it. How about any of his social aspects? Does he talk about any of his friends at school? Does he talk about anything?
When I do actually get to have a conversation with him when he's not, acting out, he'll throw a couple of names at me, but they're mostly all different names. I don't know if it's because they do a new seating chart in class or it's because he's sitting next to somebody new or working with a new partner in class. But it's never really one consistent person. I don't think he has like a core friend group that he hangs out with or a best friend. So that's also kind of concerning to me as a parent.
Right. Yeah. Anyone wants to have their kids have that group of friends. You did mention how when he isn't acting out, can you give me just a rough estimate of maybe how many times you would have to say that he escalates in his behavior at home in a week?
I would probably say about 5 to 6 times a week. On a good week, it's probably 2 to 3. But you never know with him.
Boys sometimes.
Yeah.
Are they more in the morning? Are there a specific time that it could happen, or is it just kind of?
It's sometimes in the morning. It's hard for me to get him to go to school. That's always a struggle. He's not a bad student. He's a pretty average student. I think he could be better if he wasn't so, aggressive and acting out and going through whatever this is that he's going through. And then when I tell him that he has to go to bed at night, that's also a struggle too.
Sure.
So, as far as anything before that, he always fights with his little brothers and stuff. But other than that, I don't see him during the day because he's at school. But
sure.
weekends are usually okay, but still I like to keep some type of structure so he can go into the week and still have that, a set bedtime and all of that. Him still getting up, making sure that he's doing what he needs to do for the day. But other than that, it's still
awesome. And I did hear you mention that he has 2 little brothers. Can you tell me more about his home life? Who is all in the home with him?
It's me, my husband, my 2 little ones, and him. My husband is not Christian's father.
Okay.
So I don't know if that might have anything to do with it.
With his medical background, does he have any diagnoses that we should be made aware of? Is he taking any medication?
He's just taking medication for ADHD right now.
ADHD, okay. And we have that on file with a nurse, or should we get a consent form from the nurse to be able to have?
It should be on file with the nurse, but he's been on it for a while, so I'm assuming that it's with the nurse. But if we want to double check, I have no problem with that.
Sure. And is he receiving any outside services? Besides the ones that he has at school?
No, like I said, I thought this was a phase that was going to pass. I guess not. So now I really don't know where to go from here.
Yeah, no, it's a valid, parental concern. I did want to ask about Christian's grades and his school attendance. Has he had any suspensions? Has he had anything like that happen?
He did get suspended one time for throwing a chair at a teacher.
Okay.
He was out for a couple days for that. But like I said, other than that, he's been a pretty average student. And then, what was the other question you asked me?
If he misses school.
Oh, no, I try to make sure he goes to school as much as possible. Like I said, that's always a struggle for me to get him to go to school, but I know that as a parent, he has to go to school. He doesn't have a choice.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
How about his report cards? Has he brought any grades home that have been iffy on, his academic performance or the way that he's performing? Anything that it could be any different?
He's struggling in math a little bit. He's struggling more than he is in his other classes, but other than that, like I said, he's pretty much average.
Yeah.
I think with more attention, he could be a better student.
Sure. Well, we'll definitely have to look into his struggles with math and see if we can help him out even more, get more instruction, have a little bit of extra tutoring. We definitely have after-school programs available too that we can look into to see if he would like as well.
Okay, that's great.
Do you have any other concerns that you want me to be aware of, either at home, at school?
Nope, not that I can think of. That's pretty much it.
Well, thank you for coming in today, and thank you for signing that consent form. I will start his referral process as soon as I can, and we will be sure to call you for his meeting, anything else that has to happen, any other meetings after this regarding all of this stuff, okay?
Okay, thank you for your time.
No problem. Thank you.